Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for December 17th, 2025. Here are the key risks shaping today's session. A years-long Russian state campaign hitting edge devices and cloud infrastructure. Cloud identities abused for crypto mining, and fresh pressure around Fortinet's laws and industrial control advisories. Amazon's threat intelligence team is out with details and a disruption of activity linked to Russia's GRU. The campaign has stretched from 2021 to 2025, focusing on misconfigured edge network gear and cloud-hosted infrastructure, with energy sector targets prominent across North America and Europe. The through line, getting a foothold at the perimeter and pivoting inward. Amazon says it intervened against active operations aimed at customers' cloud environments. Meanwhile, a separate campaign is abusing compromised AWS identity and access management credentials to spin up cryptocurrency mining. First detected by Amazon's Guard Duty on November 2nd, the activity uses new persistence tricks to hang on inside cloud accounts. It's not the most sophisticated objective, but it's costly, noisy, and underscores how quickly exposed keys turn into real spend and real risk. On the vulnerability front, attackers are already exploiting newly patched Fortinet authentication bypass issues to grab admin access and siphon configuration files. It's a reminder that high-value network and security appliances remain prime targets in the window between patch release and broad deployment. At the browser layer, two stories worth noting. Researchers flagged a ghost poster campaign hiding malicious JavaScript inside the logo images of Firefox extensions. Over 50,000 downloads to monitor activity and plant a backdoor. And a popular proxy extension, Urban VPN Proxy, was found harvesting data from AI chatbot conversations across multiple assistants. A privacy hit with obvious implications for organizations experimenting with generative AI. For critical infrastructure, CISA released 7 new ICS advisories. One highlights a critical issue in Hitachi Energy AFS, AFR, AFF series related to radius message integrity, rated severe and affecting equipment used in the energy sector. Another details plaintext credential storage in Mitsubishi Electric GT Designer 3 that could enable unauthorized operation of GOT HMIs. Johnson Controls PowerG and IQ panels also received attention for weaknesses that could let an attacker read or modify encrypted traffic or replay packets. Together, these advisories point to the continued importance of basic cryptography hygiene in OT environments. Separately, Venezuela's state oil company, PDVSA, reported a cyber incident that disrupted export operations, while other reports described broader impact. The company downplayed allegations about the source, but it's a fresh data point on the fragility of industrial supply chains when IT and OT converge. Who should care? Energy operators and any organization relying on edge devices or cloud-hosted networking should expect more probing and lateral movement attempts. Cloud teams face financial and operational exposure from stolen keys. Identity controls and logging will be under scrutiny. Enterprises running Fortinet gear have a shrinking margin for delay, and anyone permitting browser extensions in corporate environments. Plus, building management and physical security integrators using Johnson Controls gear may need to reevaluate data exposure and supplier risk. A separate analysis today also reiterates that ransomware crews favor hypervisors to maximize blast radius. Looking ahead, watch for additional technical reporting or takedown updates from Amazon on the GRU activity, and for further exploitation notes around the Fortinet issues. Extension store removals and updates may continue, and operators should expect vendor follow-through on the ICS advisories. On PDVSA, details are still limited. What I'll be watching today: edge devices and single sign-on platforms for signs of credential abuse, cloud accounts for unexpected compute and persistence, ICS networking gear in energy and commercial facilities, and the browser extension ecosystem for data collection at the app layer. The takeaway: Identity and the edge remain the choke points. From cloud keys to perimeter devices and ICS crypto controls, the work is familiar, but the timelines are tightening. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.